to actually monetize those media buys. So if you're selling product X, then you need to have product Z and J and R to be able, if you're breaking even on X, then you need to have other products to actually make money, or else you're basically running in a circle.
Hi everyone, this is Mark Nicholas with the Think Wealth Differently community. I'm here with Brad Stafford. Brad Stafford is a friend that I know for many years. We have been crossing paths in the trading industry, and so Brad is going to talk to you a little bit about himself right now, and then we'll go to questions. Go ahead, Brad, present yourself.
Well, my name is Brad Stafford. I've been in the financial marketing niche for about 11 years. I've worked for myself for 8 of those years, and have had a great time. Worked with some great clients. Haven't really had a chance to do too much with Mark. It's been we've battled back and forth, but it's still a good relationship anyway.
Okay, awesome. So, Brad, first questions. What is your definition of wealth?
Ooh, that's a good question. My definition of wealth is options. Options to walk away from a company, options to spend more time with my family, options to travel if I want to. For me, that's wealth. That's awesome. That's true wealth.
Any one thing or couple of daily routines that you do every day that sets you up for success?
Sure. So I have 6 children, and my day starts typically at 5. Not because they're waking me up, but I get up, get my coffee, I pray, read my Bible, and get myself on a good mental path to be able to face whatever challenges come throughout the day. And for me, that's the biggest routine that I do on a regular basis that helps me to manage.
You wake up at 5, you read the Bible right away?
Right away.
For how long?
Half hour, 30 minutes. And the coffee's crucial as well.
We had Tim Bookends. He said, first thing, my coffee.
Yeah. So I think they happen at the same time.
Right.
They
so
happen
coffee
at the
and Bible at the same time. Okay,
both crucial.
Coffee goes with Bible. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Because with the 6 kids and your entrepreneur and your business, what do you do after that?
Well, typically my day starts after my wife gets an opportunity to exercise or get a little me time, because my wife homeschools our children, so I want to make sure that she's spending time with them. So I make breakfast for the kids, chat with them, just spend time. I mean, they're little kids. They're a lot of fun. They're a lot of action. And then typically I'll start my day. I'll look through emails. Whatever calls that I have scheduled, I'll go through those. Whatever copy that I need to get written, whatever clients that I need to talk to, and then lunch is with the family because I work from home, and then I try to be done around 3-4 o'clock. If I can't get it finished then I push it off to the next week or the next day rather, and then just sort of go from there and start the routine over on the next day.
Okay, awesome. Listen, you participated in a lot of big launches and a lot of big educators and groups. You have been instrumental in helping guys growing. Any particular thing that you see in companies that are successful in our space, in the trading industry, or in any industry, like common themes that you see to set you up for success?
Yeah, so I think especially with product launches or just product sales and company success in general, is having a good team. Having the right people around you that believe in the vision, that believe in the guru or whatever the product is, and then having the ability to let those people execute in the way that they're most successful in. So if you have a really great copywriter, then hey, you focus on copywriting. I'm not going to micromanage you, and I'm going to judge, and I'm going to judge based off results. But if that person is bought into the company, is bought into the product, is bought into the guru, then they're going to be successful, and it's going to give them an opportunity to thrive.
Yeah, as far as team building, you just mentioned, anything that you recommend for young entrepreneur or other entrepreneurs watching this video to processes to hire the right people?
Yeah, I think for me, what's been successful in hiring people, both for myself and for the companies that I either run or that I work with is figuring out what the job is first and what unique characteristics are going to go into the success of that position. So you should already know. So if I know if I'm going to be looking for a media buyer, then I'm going to need, you know, these three things. I'm going to need somebody that's organized, I'm going to need somebody that's outgoing, and I need somebody who's tough to be able to beat those people up to get the best rates possible. But you have to find that in those people. Even if it's a friend, people say, well, don't hire family, don't hire friends. I think if that person has characteristics that fit what the job description are, then you should go for it. I think you also shouldn't be afraid of telling people that are not doing a good job, even if they are your friend. I think that was a challenge for me personally to say, well, you know, because I want to make more friends than I lose. But at the, you know, at that higher level, you need to be essentially the boss to say, you're not doing this well, here's what I expect out of you, and you do a good job.
So be super frank. What about any places that you hire, team? I think you do a lot of 1099 guys, like you use a network like Upwork or something?
No, we found, it just depends on, for me, so I found my assistant through onlinejobs.ph, which is a Filipino website, and she's been fantastic. So if you're interested in learning a good strategy for sort of sorting through outsourcing and sorting through resumes, I've got a pretty good one. So shoot me an email if you've got it.
Okay, so we'll put your email.
Yeah, and so it just depends on the job. So if you know, so we have one guy that works for us he's an American living in South Africa because his skills fit, and I knew him and made that connection. But other jobs, it's either a recommendation or you know, just really hiring a number of different candidates and putting them through the ringer, you know.
Cool. Listen, you've helped a lot of company grow, as I mentioned before. Anything, like if someone looks at us right now and they are making $40,000 in their business or their personal jobs and they have a strong desire to grow that or scale that, any recommendation, someone who says, hey, I'm making $40,000, I want to 10x. And let's say you speak to your son right now. What would be the fastest way for someone to 10x where they are to where they want to be, I guess?
Well, the first thing I would say is know your numbers, know your conversion rates. That's number one. If somebody comes to your website, how much money are you making off of that person? That's number one. Number two, buy media. Buy a lot of it, track it hard, and buy a lot more of it. That's basically how you're going to grow your business.
But essentially, what you're saying is if you break even with your media, then there's nothing that holds you scaling. It doesn't cost you anything. You just keep on building that brand. You know?
Well, the big thing is if you're breaking even on your media buys, that's fantastic, but you better have something to actually monetize those media buys. So if you're selling product X, then you need to have product Z and J and R to be able to, if you're breaking even on X, then you need to have other products to actually make money, or else you're basically running in a circle. It's not a good investment.
So upsells and downsells. And all types of. Okay, cool. Last but not least, I'm going to ask you. I know you went overseas, live in South Africa. You had an amazing experience there with your family.
It was fun.
What have you learned from that experience in terms of being a better entrepreneur or looking at the world differently? Yeah,
I think the big thing was really being overseas helped me redefine wealth. It allowed me to say, you know, the chasing after the stuff and the pride that you get from the grind is really just empty. Like it'll end empty. Like you have to be passionate. But for me, wealth is having options. Like I wanted the option to be able to go to Cape Town and spend time at the beach with my family. You know,
you did missionary work there too. You helped the community big time out there, no?
That was it was a great opportunity also to, you know, really sort of hone the foundation of business roots with people who became more than friends and had an opportunity to teach them things that I already knew that just produced such a wealth of knowledge in them. It was it was great. Like that's a wealthy option for me, is being able to give back and to spend time out in different countries.
And that gives you back a lot too, at a personal level, spiritual level.
For sure.
Coming back from there.
For sure.
Your kids got exposed to that.
Yeah, and it's something that we want for our children, to just allow them the knowledge and to live out the true wealth is to have options. You want to go. You want to buy an RV and travel the country, do it. You want to go to Cape Town and live for 2 years, do it. Like,
awesome.
don't let like a job or money or don't let that stuff hold you back.
Awesome. You know, I know you almost 10 years now, I think.
I think so.
We started pinging each other around 2008, 2009. Brad Stafford 10 years ago, and Brad Stafford today with me here in Orlando.
Yeah.
What's the difference? How do you feel you matured?
My hair's longer.
Yeah, I see that. Apparently, that was an option.
That was one of my options that I chose. I think allowing myself to mature in a sense of what's worth my time and what's worth my effort, and to see what my goals are with the companies that I was working with, and the projects that I was working on.
So ability to choose the people you want to work with and everything, versus being stuck to the people you are working. But listen, you've done amazing things for the past 10 years.
No, thank you.
I kept an eye on you on my Facebook page with the 6 kids.
I appreciate
and
that.
And the travel in South Africa.
I appreciate that.
And I want to thank you for your time and
thank
being
you
with us today. Okay.
Thank you. Good luck.
Take care, everyone.
See you later.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.